Hi friends, today I'm thrilled and excited. Myself and my guru Janab Huzaifa Saab, we are going to interview a true legend. A name, a brand which millions trust. जनकोटिगल विश्वस्त स्थापना करोड़ों के विश्वास के विजेता. You already know the name. We are truly thrilled and excited and honored to talk to the legend Sri Ramachandran sir, well known as Atlas Ramachandran. I'm sure you are also excited. Let's start the session. Sir, so we all know that turbulence is not a new thing for you. During the Kuwait War, the research says that you came back, you took it as a challenge and you got your business back to track. So turbulence is not a new thing, but there is some secret with you that you used it and got your business back to track, and in fact more than what you were. So can we know the secret, sir?
Yeah. You see, when this crisis of Kuwait happened, I shifted my base to Dubai. I had already established one showroom here, but that was not doing well because my attention was always on Kuwait only. After the crisis, I shifted my base to Dubai. I entered into a lot of promotions here. Perhaps I was the first to introduce promotions into the field of gold trading. There were ever so many. I had promotions with all big names like Gulf News, Khalid Times, Malayalam Manorama, Coca-Cola, and just ever so many. All these Air India tickets were being given away to the people who were buying from our showroom. So all these promotions have helped us very much. The customers were happy that when they buy gold, they get something else also along with that. Therefore, even the World Gold Council came to support us. I had re-established myself here in the UAE, and we opened up more showrooms all over UAE first, and then other GCC countries. In the near future, we had about 50 showrooms globally.
Wow. Well received, sir. But I remember, and the business community remembers, that you had brought in a lot of innovation.
Yeah.
Something which nobody thought of.
Yeah.
So you created some thought pattern and something innovative you did. Can we understand the innovations you introduced to the market?
See, when I came to Dubai, there were about 1,000 gold shops in and around the Dubai Gold Souk, and there was no uniformity in the gold rate. Also, there was no uniformity in the making charges. The first thing I did was to ensure that the gold rate remains the same in all the shops. For that purpose, I began to give wide publicity to the gold rate. This was done by through the print media, through the visual media, through the radios, and also we had a dedicated telephone line which will answer automatically, giving away the gold rates of 24 carat, 22 carat, 18 carat, etc. So the people in general like this. The transparency is what people like. And of course, then comes the Dubai Shopping Festival.
Yes.
At that time, in 1996, when the first Dubai Shopping Festival was announced, the economic department had called for a meeting of all the important people in the industry. I was lucky to be there also. And then they asked, what are you going to do for the shopping festival? We had proposed 1 kilo gold as a promotion every day. That was luckily again my own brainchild. Okay, this was accepted, it went on very well. After all, not only in the very first year, but also in later years, gold became the most important item of trade in the Dubai, all the shopping festivals.
That gives a big applause from the viewers.
The world has been in a state of flux since early part of 2020. Okay, and many people feel the world around them has collapsed. Now, that is something which happened to you during the Kuwait-Iraq war, where typically the world collapsed quite a bit. And from that disaster, you rose like a phoenix. You rebuilt and came out stronger, many would say. Right? So, what would be your advice to people today who are feeling that the world has collapsed, and how they could rise again and continue to strive and flourish?
Hello. Let me first of all tell you, see, the world is safe in the hands of God. You should have complete trust in God. We did not do anything for that matter. God created, God gave us all these things. If you lose faith in God, then everything is gone. Therefore, what I am telling you from my own experience and from the experience of the world now is that nothing will go against you as long as you are trusting God. You should work hard. That doesn't mean that, okay, God will take care of, I will sit quiet, I will enjoy my life by doing this, that. No, not that way. You must do your part of the job, and then God will give you the result. At the moment, yes, there is 2020 has brought in this COVID pandemic. Now we have to be taking all the precautions that are necessary. You have to take what they say, the sanitizer, the mask, the safe distance, etc., etc. And then you should do the job according to these norms. So, in the case of Kuwait, you also asked about what happened when the Kuwait crisis came. Yes, I lost everything. I lost whatever I had made until that time in physical terms. Okay, I lost all my gold, I lost all my money, I lost so many things. But then I didn't sit quiet and cry, oh my God, I lost everything. What will I do now? On the other hand, I started working with double the vigor, double the energy. And of course, God took good care of me. In Kuwait, we had only 6 showrooms, whereas we had here about 50 showrooms globally after I came to Dubai. So things were going on very well, and I think the only reason is that we should work hard and God will give you the result.
Trust in God and do the right.
Yes.
2015.
Yeah.
And we want to hear it from the horse's mouth. What actually happened? There are so many stories going around everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, different news channels saying different things. Some claiming that you said this. Okay, so now we want to hear it from you. What happened?
Yeah.
And more importantly, that looking with the benefit of hindsight, what would you do differently to avoid that disaster from happening?
Yes, I remember that. In August 2015, when I was in India, there was a delay in the repayment of one of the LATRs. And when I came to Dubai, I learned about it. Then the bank had suddenly cancelled the facility and they presented the security check. You see, the rules, no check can be returned unpaid. And when they gave the facility, I had used it for business. Immediately, if they want to cancel the facility, it was not a good idea. So, all that I have learned from this is that we should be less dependent on our borrowings. We should manage our debt equity ratio properly. We should encourage more of investment, whether it is our own or even from our friends. That's up to us to decide. But let's not depend on borrowings too much.
Sir, so we know that you have helped lot of business houses in past, right? You have handholded them in their career or to take their business houses to next level. What is your advice to the business houses, and are you ready to help with your advices still? How do you take that, sir?
Of course, what I do is, perhaps I just give my own example. I had started the business with just 2 kilos of gold. Now, many people think that I don't have the capital, I don't have the know-how, etc. But I tell everybody, see, know-how is something which you have to acquire. I was working in a bank before. I did not know anything about the gold trade. But then we acquire the knowledge. Then even with a smaller capital, you should be able to manage a business. The only thing is, again, working hard. If you work hard and you trust in God, that basic premise is always there. You can do any business. In fact, many people have listened to this sort of advices, and I am very, very happy to tell that they are now doing wonderful business. I am happy with it.
Great, sir, great. I think that's a true advice, and to the viewers, please note that he is ready to help you still. You can always, of course, you can't keep disturbing, but that's an opportunity that you should grab. His advices are really a lifesaver for many business houses.
Thank you very much.
Sir, so since I met you this morning, and I've seen the energy which you had 10 years back, energy which you have in the morning, it goes to the evening. There is something at this age, you have some secret within you that you remain enthusiastic, positive, and as I sit with you, I can feel that positive vibes, and how is it? How do you maintain that aura, or how do you maintain that enthusiasm, sir?
See, I think I have already answered this during our conversation. Let me again tell you that we should always know that we are only working hard. The result is not with us. You should always trust in God. God will give you the result. If you have this trust, if you have this faith, you will be able to achieve anything. That gives you the positive energy. Okay? So let us be positive, that is trust in God.
So the formula we derived is hard work plus trust in God is equal to the enthusiasm we are seeing on the screen. Am I right, sir? This is the mantra.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Shardul. Thank you, Janab Hussain. Thank you, everybody.